Yo, everybody, what's up? What's poppin'? How y'all doing? Welcome to Late Night Chit Chat. It's your favorite king lady, Mrs. I Candy, bringing you another show. So, since we've last gone live on air, we actually have, I believe, some pretty good news. I mean, we were talking about it last week, and last week when we did the show, we still had no idea what the outcome was gonna be. But I am here today to report to you all that we do indeed have a new president and a new vice president, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. That means Trump is getting evicted. So I'm going to start off with letting my co-hosts do so they can tell you guys how they feel about it. Let me start with Sean G, the hood evangelist. What's up, Sean?
Hey! Yes. What's going on, y'all? How are y'all doing?
How do you feel about that new information? How do you feel
Girl,
about it?
I love Blue. Ooh, girl, I'm so excited. They talk about me because I'm crying. Boy,
I heard you cry.
Uncle Joe really came through. You hear me? Uncle Joe came through.
I heard you
want
was
to thank
crying.
everybody in Georgia. I want to thank everybody in Georgia
Yes.
for the change.
Look at you. You crying again.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Okay.
I ain't gonna shout. I ain't gonna shout.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, let's let Letitia through. Letitia is not showing her face, guys. She doesn't feel well today, so she's trying to social. I see her face now, but she's gonna be socially distancing herself a little extra because she's not feeling good, and we're not trying to catch no cooties.
Yeah,
so
keep up in your prayers. We're praying for you tonight, sister. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, Letitia, what do you think about what's going on with our new and improved president and vice president?
Move, bitch! Get out the way! I say move, bitch! Get out the way! That bitch gotta go.
That's right. Shout out.
Hey, why you got that picture up right there? Y'all see Joe Biden daughter over there in that black dress?
Yo, she was getting it. She was getting
What
it.
she jamming?
She was a whole vibe.
She is rocking.
She was a whole vibe. She was a whole vibe.
I was like, look at y'all.
You see, look, it's a couple of black people up there too. I was like, okay, I see some of us up there. You know what I mean? Be counting blacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, but yeah, that's what's up, guys. I was really excited to see that because I wasn't sure how it was gonna go. So it was just nice to see that. You know what I mean? Like this was like weird for me because it was the longest I had ever seen, you know, it take for them to count presidential ballots. You know, it was just a lot. And I was like, but
they still counting.
Right.
They still counting.
I know. So it's a lot. But although it seems like we might be good, oh boy, is not going out without a fight. So I'm just interested to see how the rest of it is going to play out. You know what I mean? Because he's just not going to let us have, our victory.
It's going to be a show. You can believe that. It's going to be a show. So everybody get their popcorn and everything ready because I'm going to be just like them. I hope I'm going to be working on that day.
I want to go to the inauguration.
I saw you said that.
I want to go. I'm like, I hope somebody gets a bus ride up there, like, together.
And you gonna go?
I'm gonna go.
Okay, so I'm trying to download this video. So today is the birthday of a prince. Guys, a prince was born.
Yes.
2 years ago on this wonderful day. And that just happens to be my wonderful, amazing, beautiful little baby boy.
Yes. Yeah.
Prince Cairo. Anybody not think about my little baby, my little Prince Cairo? So I'm trying to upload this video because I really want you guys to see this video of my little baby. The other day he was singing, and
no, he wasn't, girl. Was he singing a song
with the Tupperware on his head?
Yes. So his new thing is he loves hats. Okay, so he's been rocking hats this whole time, and now he done created a bowl hat. He done turned a Tupperware bowl into a hat. So yes. Okay, first of all, guys, check out this amazing, adorable little picture of my little baby when he was born. Look at this. Tell me my baby ain't cute. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Look at that little baby. You see that with your baby?
My brow was on fleek.
Girl, face was beat, honey. Miss Rachel. But let me show you guys a quick little video. Just makes me so happy to see my little baby. And then we can, wish him happy birthday. So this is the video of the Prince, Sean G. You know I love to watch your You see the bowl hat? You see the bowl?
Yes. Improvise, baby. Improvise.
Yeah. Well, he has hats. He just wanted to wear the bowl.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so watch the video. Here we go.
Tell me, baby. Tell me, baby. Did you see that? Strawberry shaking.
Wait a minute, did you just smile? Yeah.
So yeah, happy birthday to Prince. Happy birthday to my baby.
Birthday, baby. Auntie love you.
He is amazing. He is amazing. 2 is interesting though for little boys, y'all. I'm not ready, but I'm gonna get ready. I don't know if Letitia's gone for good, but like I said, she's not feeling good, so she might be gone. And if so, good. We want her to rest. She's just pretty stubborn, and she fights me on it. Ron says that we still need Georgia to come out for the runoff for the Senate seats. Yes, we do.
Right. We do need that. Yes, we do. We need that in January. So the fight is not over, y'all. That fire that y'all still got in y'all, we got to have it in January. Because you know what I'm all about. Ditch. Mitch.
Ditch Mitch.
Ditch.
You right.
Mitch.
You right. You right.
Ditch.
So right. Yes. Okay, so wait, we had a I don't know if I can play it. You know Perez, right?
Yeah.
One of our listeners, that
yeah. What's up? Shout outs to Perez.
Right. Shout out to Perez. I wonder if I play it, if you can hear it. I'm gonna play it and see if you can hear it. But he sent me something to play for you guys, and I want to play it if I can. I'm totally not prepared, y'all. Today is my baby's birthday, and like I said, it has been like a busy day. Me and my husband both were off work to spend time with him. So we were busy, and it was great. We had a good day with him, and tomorrow we're doing more stuff for his birthday. But okay, so first of all, let me tell Perez we're live because he be missing us and he be mad. So, okay, Sean D, tell me if you can hear this. Listen, okay? Listen.
The best part of waking up is getting rid of Trump.
Hey! Thank you.
That was
part of waking up. Saying that is getting rid of Trump. Yeah, I got it. Thank you, Perez. Thank you, baby.
Okay. Right. So let's get
who's gonna make you what? Go ahead, baby.
topics. Let's get into some hot topics. So I just watched a video on YouTube, and it's all about the T's YouTube channel. I follow them on Instagram and on YouTube, and usually I watch their YouTube videos when they are talking about the Housewives of Potomac and doing like the after show review. But they also have been following the Love and Marriage Huntville cast and the situations, and they were talking about the situation with Melanie Holt and Martell Holt and the mistress Arian. You know, the situation. So if you guys aren't familiar with the show, it's on OWN. It's on Oprah's channel. And Martell and Melanie have been married for a while. They have 4 children together. He's been cheating on her for 5 years with this young lady, Arian. And supposedly they were like kind of getting divorced. And then Melanie and Martell decided to work it out. And she got pregnant with her final child.
Right.
But now they're actually shortly after she had this baby, I guess she filed for divorce because he allegedly has gotten Arian, his mistress that he supposedly left and was going to leave alone. He got her pregnant. So now Arian, fast forward, Melanie has filed for divorce. They're living in separate states, and Arian is pregnant. She's 8 months pregnant. She's supposed to be due in December. And Martell and Melanie have been having some back and forth on Instagram and on Twitter, but Arian is letting people know that her and Martell are actually planning to get married.
And you proud of that, huh? You proud of that? And this is what you want to do this year, huh? The end of the year. This is what you want to do, huh? This is what we doing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so they are current, according to Arian, or according to a source that's close to her. So she says, Arian says that her and Martell are currently planning their wedding. Now, I'm just trying to figure out, how can you plan a wedding to a man that is not divorced? He is currently still married to his
Get me right if I'm wrong too. Get me right if I'm wrong too about that. What is Corona got people just thinking all kinds of things.
It's so weird because, okay, so on the interview I saw, it was all about the tea. The young lady that hosts that, it was Tasha K, the YouTuber, and it was Funky Dineva, the YouTuber, and they were all talking about it.
Hold on. Who stayed where? I didn't know that they would stay in different states.
Melanie supposedly moved to Atlanta now.
Oh,
yeah, and Martell was still in Huntsville. But
I would have moved too. I would have moved too. You think I want to be at the post office looking at you? No. Okay. You think I want to look at you across on the usher board? No. I don't think so. I'll move too.
Okay, so
that's good.
So my thing is, I feel like
it's crazy.
Why is oh gosh. Okay. So
you gotta take a breath.
You do, because it's like, I feel like she's old enough to know better, and this man has created so much with his wife. Like, they have businesses together, they have houses and property together, they have children together, like they have a lot of memories together. Like,
they got
and it took his wife to actually leave him. Like, initially, when the affair was found out about in public, he called you a peasant. You know what I'm saying? Like, he made it seem like you were irrelevant, like you weren't important. But now that his wife has filed for divorce and has actually decided to leave him, you ready to marry him, like you getting some prize. And like, why do you really think that after his wife couldn't keep him, like,
Jesus,
that something is so special about what's between your legs that you all of a sudden have it, that he ain't gonna do that to you? Like, you really think you are that grand and great that he won't do this to you? Because he is truly a narcissistic type of person. He is truly an arrogant, narcissistic, misogynistic type of man. He's not the type of man where, oh, he made a mistake. This was a 5-year affair. And for 5 years, he was comfortable with you just being on the side, continuing to live with his wife, build with his wife, have children with his wife while your ass is on the side. No matter what he said to you, he did not leave his wife in 5 years. No matter what he told you, he stayed with his wife. And when it became public, he called you a peasant. So I don't know why you feel
she was the other woman. That was, she just got excited because he just recognized her over the world.
And then to this day, still like heavily from Married to Medicine did an interview with him on YouTube, and still to this day, he hasn't claimed Arian. She said, "Well, Arian pregnant." He was like, "Is she? Is it by me?" I ain't talked to her. Like she 8 months pregnant, and he's still not claiming you, boo boo. Like to the public, why do you think like it's gonna be special for you? Like this dude, like I'm just amazed that she's putting it out there like she's won a prize. He is not a prize. He is trash. Like I would not want this man.
You got to understand. You got to understand. Now that I know that Melanie moved out of Alabama, you got to understand it's her turn. So she got to come and be the second Melanie, number 2.
What does she think she's gonna get? I'm just trying to understand what she thinks she's gonna get, because now that
it's in her head.
Because it's like the 80%, the 80-20 rule. So the 80 done left. So now the 20 is stepping up to that role. You don't think he's gonna cheat on you? He's gonna need that 80%.
First of all those kids are under 18.
First of all, that one baby ain't even one yet. The one with him and his wife ain't even one yet.
Child support 1, child support 2, child support 3, child support 4. Where you getting, girl?
Alimony.
Because Melanie is a very smart baby. She showed S baby, and she gonna get hers. Know this. So
and she better hurry up too. She better hurry up before that other child is born. You need to get that child support stuff on the books first.
Look, we all know that them babies first. She better come in with that mess. We'll go on social media with her.
I don't know if it feels like it's a come up because Martell has some money. I'm trying to understand what she thinks she's getting out of this situation, or maybe she feels like
he must not have money. He had to take $17,000 up under the covers.
But now she feels like, oh, now I might be on the TV show. Like, you know, maybe she feeling like now she about to. Oh, child. For me.
What if Melanie go to Housewives for Atlanta?
Ooh, yeah, she might.
That'll be a good one. Yes.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out where Arian's mind is.
And she can take her stuff up to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? I like Melanie. A lot of people don't like her. I like her.
I like her a lot. Like, I think she's savvy, business savvy. I like her style. People hate on her, but I like her.
They hate on her because of him. Because I don't think she's really like that. But she got to keep that persona that they had going on in Huntsville, which is this. Okay.
Yeah, I feel you. Well, I like Melanie. I have no ill will for her.
Big up to Melanie, girl. Girl, we got your back. We got your back. You moving on. You doing what you're supposed to be did a couple years ago. Because see, I would have left when I heard, you know, when they shoot these reality shows, at the end they get a chance to go back and look at stuff. So when I would have seen that, oh, let me go get my other phone. What phone? I've been called every Verizon, every T-Mobile. What line is that other line is on? That when she would have really start questioning. That's when she really should start questioning.
Right.
But it was dead. It was nothing said.
Got Perez in the chat room. What's up, Rez? What's up, Rezzy Pooh? Yeah, we did play your music.
Play it again. Play it again. We're gonna play it again. Play it again.
Play it again. Play it again for Perez. Here we go. Okay, this is Perez. This is Perez singing, guys. If you just now joining us, this is Perez. He sent us a wonderful little audio clip. Here we go.
Copyright. He sent the copyright. This him. So
This him. Okay.
The best part of waking up was getting rid of Trump.
And I'm gonna shoot a commercial with that one. Can I just say yes? Can I shoot a commercial with that one?
He wants to shoot a commercial with that, Perez. Does she have your audio?
And I ain't talking about the other ones that bathing with your grandfather, bathing with your grandfather and waking up to with two men.
I can't see what that is. Them just some squares. I don't know what you wrote, but maybe it's, I don't know. Okay, so next topic, guys. There is a new show. Oh, here you go, Shanji. There is a new show.
Thank you.
Called The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Right now, listen. I have not watched it. However, there has been so much buzz on this show, and the one thing that I just want to talk about really quick is what's going on with one of the characters. She's a first lady of a church, right? However, let me tell y'all about her and her husband's situation. That's her right there.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know. I haven't watched it to see exactly.
I can tell you about it right there.
I mean, I don't know her name. I gotta learn their names. But what happened was, okay, her husband is actually her step grandfather.
Correct.
Let me explain this to you guys. So her grandma was married to this man. This is not technically her biological grandfather. This is her grandmother's second husband.
Back up. Grandma had millions. Let's go.
Right. Go. Right. So grandmother married the second husband, and grandmother got sick. And grandmother told her husband on her deathbed that she wanted him to marry one of her girls because they will take care of him, and she wanted to keep the money in the family. So at 22 years old, this granddaughter married her step grandfather, who was 40-something years old. Which means I wonder if grandma married a younger man, because 22 and 40.
He had to be young. Yeah,
that don't like, age. That's like a parent age, not a grand age. But she married her step grandpa, like a dude that her grandma smashed.
Really?
That's nasty.
Really?
I can't think about any that, like, if my grandma touched it, I don't want to touch it. Okay. Like, how do you kiss a dude with your tongue that your grandma kissed with her tongue? Ugh. I cannot. I understand leaving the money to family. I think grandma should just
I want to know how much money it is to take you to do that right there.
Grandma should have left her husband, a nice little amount of money. Just you go off and live your life, baby, because I love you, and then left the rest for her family to continue your legacy versus marrying one of my grandkids, because that's a lot. Like,
I want to know. I mean, I'm telling you, I got a lot of questions too. I want to know, is it just started, or is this y'all tradition in y'all family?
It's definitely an arranged marriage. You know what I'm saying? I'm not against arranged marriages. I'm not saying like that part is wrong. My only concern is that your grandma had her tongue in his mouth. That is nasty. Like, grandma used to sleep with him. Like, grandma used to sleep with him So you do too? Oh, you've been in my grandma.
Well, I doubt. Listen, I doubt they're in the same room. Come on now, I doubt they're in the same room. Pastor better not be in there doing all that extra like that. And laying hands on folks. Ain't he in the church too? So the church members don't even say nothing. Excuse me, Pastor.
No, I mean, grandma died. Grandma was married to him. That was his wife. So of course, grandma used to satisfy her husband. If grandma's concern was she wanted to make sure her husband was taken care of, you already know grandma might play about her man. So the fact that grandma had to satisfy her husband, of course, granddaughter now got to satisfy her husband. My concern is to know in my mind that my grandma used to like be with him intimately. That would I couldn't do it.
Okay. See, the question that's going through my mind is, why? Why did grandma tell you arrange this marriage for this man? Why?
Grandma was worried about the money. Grandma was worried about the money. I just feel like grandma could have arranged a little bit better. Why I gotta be with the same man you been with, grandma? That's not. I don't want to know. Like, okay, see, because I'm a little younger. Like I know that
I'm real mid. I'm in the mid. Okay, I still ain't.
My grandparents probably didn't do the stuff that I might do with my husband or be open to. My grandparents might not be like that. Then again, you never know. Grandma could have been a freak. I don't want no man that's done had his tongue in my grandma's Kit Kat. That's nasty.
You know what? Stop it. I'm trying to get the root of this right here. Why was this arranged marriage? Why? What was you? How is it like, hey, I do it? What did she say? I do it? Or?
Which one? They had to draw straws.
On this other stuff.
No, they had to draw straws. Whoever picked the straw.
Girl, I don't know what they did because I really want to know. That's your document. That is interesting. How do
you not think about what I'm thinking about? Like, this is why I feel like there is a girl code where you can't mess with your friends or your family members' exes. Because that's all I would think about. I couldn't mess with somebody that you mess with. Because I'm always be like, you been with my girl. Like, like I can't do it. I can't follow up behind you. I can't do that. I can't do that.
Okay, you still on that right there. But I'm on it. How long do I got to be
grandma? Shine. I can't follow up after my grandma.
How long I got to be with this man, grandma? This is what I want to know. How long I got to be with him? What I got to do? Do we got to stay in the same room? Which I don't think we stay in the same room. They don't even look like they stay in the same room. Okay, so.
Well, she said that grandma said that his girls are going to take care of him.
That's it.
Like, okay, for me, my grandmother taking care of her husband meant a lot more than like making sure he didn't get sick or whatever. No, taking care of her husband was taking care of her husband. My nana was very much so taking care of her husband. I know that my nana had cancer and was in the hospital bed telling my grandpa, come on over here, baby. I said, Nana, leave him alone. She said, that's my husband. Up until the day she died, she was ready to satisfy her husband. So grandma mean taking care, okay? And I can't follow after my grandma. I can't do it. That's just too much.
Well, like she said, they'll get over it. They'll get used to it. There's nothing I'm going to get used to because every time I look at them, I'm going to be thinking about that. Girl. I can't even go to the service. I be in there. Girl.
This is them. That's when she married him, y'all. Look.
That's when she married him.
She looked like she loved him.
She looked like a whole different person right now. Yeah, she was going to get some money. She looked like she getting some money from her grandma.
Yeah.
This song, Dad done took her. I saw Grandma kissing Santa Claus.
Okay, so listen, I got another topic. I got another one. Okay.
What?
Now listen, with the COVID and the pandemic and everything that's been going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have been talking about protecting Black women. And I'm all for it because I am a Black woman. So I'm all for being protected. And but I also feel like that statement has been taken a little bit not too far, but not correctly. You know what I'm saying? Because there's always bad apples in every bunch, right? And I feel like sometimes if you question anything that a woman does, you know, you get, oh, you don't believe a woman. You know what I mean? Oh, you ain't for women. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't agree that just because a woman said it, whether she Black, white, purple, orange, green, it's facts. You know what I'm saying? Like if a woman says, oh, this man raped me, I don't instantly be like, oh, he did it. You know what I'm saying? Because women sometimes lie. So when we saw the situation with Megan Thee Stallion, we were talking about her getting shot in both of her feet. People were instantly like jumping on down Tory Lane's, you know, neck and like, oh, you shot her. You know what I mean? And she didn't say it. Then when she finally said it, he didn't say nothing. The people were jumping on her side. And if you didn't side with her, oh, you against the Black woman. Like it was just a whole bunch of back and forth, back and forth. And I was like, well, how about we find out exactly what happened before we just start saying, because what if he didn't do it? If he didn't do it and she's lying on him, then we've already condemned this man off of something that's not fact. So I don't like to jump to stuff when I don't know the facts.
Innocent to proven guilty.
Right.
I am the same way. Let me
and it's
ask
not like that. When you have social media, it has not been like that. It's like as soon as a woman says it, and then with Black Twitter and Black social media, as soon as a Black woman said it, you're supposed to believe her because she Black. And I just don't agree with that because I know some grimy women. I know some grimy chicks that lie. And I know that it's always, you know what I'm saying, the truth, you know. So for me, this story was interesting because a Black woman lied. And I don't see a lot of people actually saying something about it. And this is why I don't be believing it. When I did the show with Mocha was on this guy because wait a minute. Mocha was instantly going off on this guy because this Black woman said something about him. And she was like, oh, he did. And I was like, but how we know? Because she could be lying. She could be hating because he got a new girlfriend. Now she mad. And Mocha was like, no, because she passionate. It gotta be the truth. And I was like, it ain't gotta be the truth. People lie all the time. Like, I'm not about to just say because she a Black woman, she telling the truth. Black women lie, white women lie, Black men lie, white men lie, Asian, Latino, you know, everybody, you can't put somebody just because they say it, it's automatically facts. Like, I'm not like that. What's up, MGTOW Universe? How you doing? It has been a long time. Some of you guys are still going off on me, you know, years later. But how you doing?
She just been on the radio. You just new to us with the TV.
Right. Okay, so wait. Okay, let me get the lady's name. The lady's name is what's her name? Pam Long. And she is from Total. You know the group Total?
Yeah.
Her name is Pam Long. Now, she was married to this man, and he actually got engaged, and now he got married to. Her name is Centoya. Centoya Brown. She was a 17-year-old that went to jail because she murdered her abuser. He kidnapped her and put her in the sex trafficking like the pimp, and she ended up murdering him, and she got put in jail for it. And I think she finally got out, but she got out like years later.
What she going to jail for?
Huh?
What she's going to jail for?
No, she's out. She's out, but she was in jail for years.
She never went to jail. She
survived. Yeah, she shouldn't have went to jail, but that happens a lot. And she went to jail for murdering him. And they finally actually let her out. I think they pardoned her finally, and she got out. So when she got out, she was telling her story. I think she's like in her 30s now, so she was probably served like over 10 years. But when she got out, she found the love of her life. And was talking about getting married and how she found the love of her life. And she was writing a book and she was doing all this great stuff. And the man that she was married was actually the ex-husband of Pam Long. And y'all, that made me mad because that's my maiden last name is Long. And I don't be liking Longs making us look bad, okay? That ain't my cousin, no relation. But Pam came out after they were talking about how they, were getting married and all this kind of stuff. Pam came out and was saying how she just wanted to warn Centoya that, her ex-husband was an abuser. He sexually abused her. He used her for her money. He used to beat her. He used to do all this kind of stuff in the news, right? So this came out. Everybody was like, oh, man, he only using old girl because she got a story. He only using her to come up. She about to get books and movies and all this kind of stuff. And people just start instantly condemning this man, that was riding with this lady that was in prison, whatever. They instantly start condemning him because of what Pam Long was saying. Now, Pam Long was in a music group, Total, Kissing You with, like all of these 90 cuts. Like, we know Total. She was in this group. She's saying this dude did her dirty. He beat her. He sexually assaulted her. He used her for her money. He did this, that. She just sat there and said all this stuff. Instantly, because she a woman, because she a black woman, we were supposed to just instantly go off of her word. Now, she's saying a whole bunch about a man where if it's true, totally messed up. Totally messed up. If it's not true, why would you lie about something like that? So I guess people feel like it's so serious, nobody will lie about that. Guess what? Pam just came out and admitted to lying about all of that stuff. She came out and admitted it. It came out of her mouth that she was lying about her husband sexually abusing her when they were married. She lied. And that's the thing. I feel like people get so mad when you don't jump on the bandwagon to believe somebody because they said it. I don't feel like people should just say something and it's automatically golden and it's facts because they said it. You should have to prove some stuff. I don't jump to listen to any and everybody because they could lie. She seriously went out and slandered this man's name and lied. That's not okay. And I feel in the world that we live in, seriously, they try to divide us so much. Like it's already divided with, the race. It's already divided with men versus women. It's already divided with the LGBT versus the heterosexuals. It's already divided with the cultures. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so divided and we're supposed to just jump on something. I was never that person in high school that was on just with one group of people. I was my own person. I hung out with who I wanted to hang out with. I was friends with the jocks. I was friends with the drama kids. I was friends. Yes, I was friends with the nerds. I was friends with, like I was cool with everybody. And you're not going to put me in a box and say, I have to be here. I have to use my own brain. And I feel like sometimes let us use our own brains and actually think about some stuff, because just because somebody said it doesn't mean it's facts. Like, what I mean? It was just crazy because I see a few people talking about this, but not as many as they were talking about it when she was dogging this man out and slandering his name. And I feel like that kind of stuff is messed up because you can, first of all, she ruined a reputation, but let's say she would have went to the courts and tried to press charges on him, say he beat her, he sexually assaulted her, he got to jail. You can mess up his life. Yeah. Like that, because you jealous, because you mad. That was crazy to me.
She mad.
That was so crazy to me. So this was her and her husband when they were married, but the marriage didn't last or whatever. Yeah. So, he moved on and he got with her.
Who was that?
That's the girl that was in prison. Now she's out.
I'm talking about who was that in the front, girl?
That's the same girl from Total.
Girl, that girl look like Mama D. I thought that was Mama D, girl.
That is not Mama D.
Girl,
Mama D.
that look like Mama D when she was like 30 years old. I thought that was. Go ahead, girl.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's get into some news from the hood evangelist. Y'all ready to go to church? Let's go to church announcements. Come on.
Ooh, y'all. Thank y'all for showing up. I want to give a great praise to everybody that kept their mind on Jesus when Paula White doing her chanting done sent a storm down here in Florida, but us praying to the gods of Jesus. Thank you, Black Jesus. Thank you, Black Jesus. Thank you, God. Well, washing that storm away today. But in the news today, y'all, let's talk about John Gray and his apology to his wife. And I want to know, how many times is he going to apologize to your wife? I just want to know how many times. Or did she tell you every time you get on TV, you better apologize to me? Because it seems like it just rehearsed to me. It just rehearsed the same thing over and over. To me being a young saint person in the church, hey, I think you need to be put down. You need to be taken down. You don't need no airtime or nothing. You need to be somewhere getting yourself together like I am getting myself together. You know what I'm saying? You got to take yourself away from the world and stuff that around you to get yourself together. But being in the limelight is not going to get yourself together. And all this apology. And I haven't heard not one thing. Well, I praise God, who's the head of my life. And nobody ain't saying nothing about God no more. It's all about them, self. So, Julie, what do you think? First of all, why is y'all still going to service? I don't understand.
Okay, so he said, can we get some content as to what happened with the church couple, the couple we just showed? So Pastor John Gray is a pastor, a known pastor. He had a show on TV where, they showed his life. Now he's out here counseling couples and he's making a lot of money off being a pastor and stuff. But he's been caught in several cheating scandals. And every time that he get caught in a cheating scandal, he goes on this apology tour where he's sorry. The first time he did it, he said that the little boy in him was what cheated. The second time that he cheated, his wife went on a tour going off about the side chicks, talking about something. I'll fight a side chick. Talk about my husband. He my husband. And I fight for my man. She was all crazy. And then
These church folk.
The third time that I recall, he came out and because he was cheating on some girl, talking about he was gonna fly her out and do this, and he was messing with a couple of girls. He came out and said that it's not
money, y'all, with the church folk money.
That he was human. He was saying he was human, and he makes mistakes and he has to pray to the same Jesus that we do. So now then he was caught again that we know of. And he's made yet another apology. And it's just funny at this point. He didn't just stop apologizing.
Exactly. Sit down somewhere. Do you understand? We need to rebuke him in the name of Jesus.
So, okay, I was talking to right? Because in Cincinnati we have we had a little scandal going at one of the big churches here. Not my church, but a family member of mine actually is a member at this church, and she left the church after this big scandal because he had a few scandals. I guess she just kind of got over it or whatever. But with this final scandal, the final scandal actually got really big, and it was on CNN because the young lady that he messed with like went to like the news and the authorities and did lawsuits and was saying that he was sending her church's checks, and she was going on YouTube shows interviewing. She was doing a lot to get some noise popping.
Right.
Saw it on CNN.
Y'all, church folk.
Right. And I saw it. I was like, yo, that's Cincinnati. That's on CNN. It was crazy. So we had did a show on it and stuff like that. But I was talking to, my family member about this, and she was saying how a lot of people at her church was like, well, he's a man. You got to understand he's a man, and sometimes the man is weak, and you can't expect him to be God. He's a man.
Wait a minute. The Bible says anytime you try to change my image, don't you see I'm gonna got up? Hey, hey. You cannot change his image for your own personal gain, girl. I ain't gonna. Hey,
so this was my thing about. I told my family member, I was like, I understand that men are men and men are human. Women are women, and we're human too. We all make mistakes. But I feel like when you take on the role of a pastor, you have to hold yourself to a certain, standard. And if you do fall short and you do make mistakes, you need to hold yourself accountable. You can't just be like, oh, I'm the pastor, so get over it and brush it under the rug. You can't do that because we look to you when we make these mistakes. So if you end up making one of those mistakes, lead by example. Show us how to get through it. Show us the right way. Like I was never that child where my parents can be like, do as I say, not as I do. That don't work. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can do it, I can do it. Why can't I do it? How come you're doing it? Like, I got questions. That was me. So I feel like pastors, when you are in the position of being a leader and you're leading this flock of people, you need to hold yourself to a certain standard, period. Lead a certain type of lifestyle. And then if you do fall short because you are human, man up, woman up, because they're all women pastors. Woman up. I don't feel like you get a pass because you're a pastor. That's not how this works. You know what I'm saying? Period. So that was my thing on it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I felt about it. Now, my family member was saying how she just couldn't get with the fact that the pastor would actually sit people down when they did stuff. Like if women got pregnant in the church and they weren't married and they were church like praise dancers, or if they were in the church and they was in a choir and they weren't married but they got pregnant, he would step to them and say, you have to sit down because you're up here in front of the church and you're doing this. She was like, so how is it you making a member step down when you out here doing this, and when it's time, when you get caught, you refuse to step down. That's why I understood where she was coming from. You know what I mean? Okay, we got Mixed Out Universe saying something. It says, in my opinion, the man wanting to sleep with multiple women doesn't make him immature or weak. Making a commitment to his wife in monogamy, I assume, does. So making a commitment to his wife makes him weak. Okay, and then you said, what is this? Male sexuality is extremely difficult not to cheat. Your body will actually sabotage you. Then don't make the commitment. I feel like some people aren't supposed to. Like I'm not saying some people can't commit.
Y'all saying that these are people that claim that they are man of God. That's the difference, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That flesh. You got man of God, a man or woman. They are preaching. They are teaching themselves to control their flesh. That's the understanding that you got to understand.
Right.
You have to get to where they're at.
I don't like you preaching one thing to me. You preach one thing to me, but you're living something else. That's my thing. If he was saying, hey, this is what we do, this if John was preaching that, that's one thing. But he's preaching, He's counseling couples that's going through infidelity and telling them what to do and what not to do. But you're doing it. Like, that's the thing. I'm not, because every man is not faithful. Every man is not meant to cheat. I mean, not to be married, to be committed. Every man isn't. My father is one. My father cannot be committed to nobody. It is not in his DNA to stay faithful to a woman. He can't do it.
We
He
pray
can't.
for him. We pray for him. And see,
Right.
and that's one reason why I don't consider myself. I am a speaker for
That's
the Lord.
right.
You understand me? They named me Hood Evangelist because I always got a word for somebody, and it might not be.
He said breaking a commitment is what makes him right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, that's what we're trying to understand. But like I said, I am a servant.
If you make a commitment, you're saying you're gonna do this. So if you step up and you say, "Hey, this is what I want to do. I commit to this." This is because marriage is hard. Being with the same person all the time. You know what I mean? Especially look at Sean G. She been married for 28 years. A long time to be married to one person.
Girl, still beautiful and fine. Okay.
Beautiful.
Now, don't make me use the word and what.
Remember, I'm the newbie. I'm 3 years in. She done had 28. That's a long time to be with one person. That's a commitment. I understand that's not for everybody. Not saying it is. But if you sign up for it, you know what I'm saying? You signed up for it. And then the thing is, too, I feel like if you don't want it anymore, or you realize, you know what, I can't do it. I can't do it. Bow out. Step out. No, get a divorce. Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
And
also to women and men that are in marriages or relationships where your partner is telling you, I cannot be committed. I can't do this. I want to get out. Let them go. Don't hold on to somebody don't want to be held on to. Don't force somebody to stay in something they don't want to be in. Let them go.
Like you need my help to back.
Yeah, and don't be bitter. I would be more happy if you told me and saved me from, you know what I mean, sticking it out and fighting and sneaking and looking what you're doing and who you're with. You know, I'm like, I ain't got time.
You ain't got time. It's a new year.
Right.
It's a new year. Coming.
It is. Okay.
We just pray for them and pray for everybody, especially these preachers on the news. They don't flip the strip. So we're just gonna pray for everybody. Just get their minds right.
I like to just praying for people.
Mind right.
Praying for people. It's so beautiful to see you pray for them.
It is. When you get off yourself, you'll see the outcome.
Right.
Hey.
Okay, so we gotta get ready to go. So let me wrap this up. I have one quick thing I wanted to ask you. You know, Thanksgiving is coming up. First of all, COVID is still real, guys. So be careful.
Home. I don't care if somebody cooking the good. What?
This is my. I'm just gonna say. I'm gonna say be careful. If you do have, like, let's say you live by yourself and you can't cook and you want to go get a plate from the family member, wear your mask, get your plate to go, take yourself back home. You know, like, just be careful. Be very careful. Understand that this disease is still out here. Understand that numbers are actually rising and going up. So you need to protect yourself. You know what I mean? You can't.
Wash your nasty hands.
I really, truly want to get out of this prison of home that we have been in since March, guys. I have been stuck at home since.
Yeah, because I don't start taking pictures off the wall. I don't know what for. I just got to change around.
I done moved my whole living room around. I done moved my daughter's bedroom. No, listen. I have switched bedrooms. My mother stays with me, right? Because you know she's ill. My mother stays with me, and I switched bedrooms with her. I done moved her bedroom upstairs, and me and my husband downstairs. Like, I'm so tired of this daggone house. It don't make no sense. Like, work home, grocery store, work home.
That's it.
That is my life, and it's driving me crazy. So I totally understand it for everybody, but please be safe. I don't want to see anybody else go. So guys, be careful. If you do go somewhere, you know what I mean, wear a mask. Like I said, get you a plate to go. Take your butt back home.
Bring your own lumiform. Bring your own lumiform. That means that I ain't gonna be here long. Okay, girl. I already got my food ready.
Yes. And then, okay, I wanted to say this. I saw someone post this on Facebook, and we've talked about this on several shows about how to be a proper dinner guest when you're invited to someone's home for dinner. If you bring something, you leave it there. Okay. If you bring a bottle of wine and the bottle of wine is not drank, you leave the bottle there.
I don't even drink, but
if you bring pops, you know, like if you bring, or soda, as some say, 2 liters can, you bring packs of beer, leave it there. You do not take, oh, this still left, I'm gonna take this back home. You don't do that. That is not proper dinner guest etiquette, guys. That
girl,
is
we got to tell them about this. So next Friday, we're gonna remind y'all. Okay, we're gonna remind y'all.
That is do not be raggedy, guys. Don't be raggedy. We've talked about this plenty of times. So when I saw one of my Facebook friends say, when I take 2 liters, if they don't drink it, I'm taking that Pepsi back home. I was like, oh my God.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't be raggedy.
Don't do that.
You bring something, you're supposed to leave it, guys. You were invited to their home. If you ate out of plate, you had something to eat. It's an exchange. Leave it.
Yes.
I had okay, so the girls at my church, we had a Friendsgiving on Monday. Now my mom wasn't feeling well, so I didn't go because she'd been in and out of the hospital. So I didn't go to Friendsgiving. I was gonna go, so I was supposed to bring some bottles of wine. So I had one of the girls pick it up because I didn't want to not have it, even though I couldn't make it. I was like, well, I committed to bringing wine, so you take these bottles and y'all enjoy or whatever. So she came and picked it up so they could have the wine. Like, if I wasn't like, hey, if they don't drink it, bring me my wine back. You don't do that. That is so hood booger. Don't be hood booger.
Oh my God.
Host, keep the bottle, okay? Please, gosh, don't do that. But guys, make sure you follow us on Instagram and on Facebook. I go live throughout the week. Also, my show with Grindhouse is on Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, I'll tag him so you can see my show with Grindhouse. And then we're here on Fridays at 9:30 live. Yeah. Because of COVID, I can't go to my studio and interview people. Also, Two Hot Chicks, the podcast, is live on all of your podcast streams. So make sure you download Two Hot Chicks podcast. And again, thank you to the people that are watching us live. Thank you to the ones that are watching later. Thanks to the one that actually chatted with us on Facebook and on YouTube. Shout out to MGTOW Universe. You guys, you know what? I talked to the MGTOW guys. We did a chick chat about MGTOWs back in like 2014, I think. And they cussed our asses out. They cussed us out so bad. And it's funny because we are like 6 years later. And every now and then they still be commenting. I'm like, oh gosh, guys, let us go. It's over. But it's funny because like we had never heard of the group, and what we had heard about it was like one thing, and we were just like talking about it. And then it was really dope because after that we had a live chat with a few MGTOW guys, and they was letting us know a little bit more about it. So we were getting more information. That conversation was really cool with those guys. And like all of us ladies are in different spaces now. 2 of us are married. One is doing really good. She has her own business. Like, like everybody is doing really good. But we were saying we should do a part 2, like all these years later, like now that we know a little bit more, but Thank you, Mixed Out Universe, for checking us out today. And thank you to Berez, our number one stan. We love you, Berezi Poo.
Moderator. Moderator.
You know what? Let's end the show with Berez singing.
One more thing before you do that right there. I want to remind everybody to get out. January, we got to get out and vote. Let's keep this fire going. If the race is not over, Georgia is still, we got to get out and vote, get out and vote, get out and vote.
Okay. All right. So this is Berez, and he is ending our show, guys, with his little song.
The best part of waking up is getting rid of Trump.
Bye-bye, Trump.
Be appreciate.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching, and we will see y'all next week. Deuces. We love you. Bye.